earlier this year, I made a video about celebrating the return of the Chinese Grand Prix after a 3-year absence due to the San Miguel, if you know what I mean. But shortly after that video came out, guess what? We found out there will be no Chinese Grand Prix in 2023, meaning we have to wait 4 years for a Chinese Grand Prix. In 2020, they can be forgiven. Listen, the world was an absolute mess, and China, God knows how bad it was over there. A lot of Grand Prix were cancelled, and F1 had to do what they could to make a 17-race season actually take place, and credit to them, they did. But we also thought that, you know, the Chinese Grand Prix will be coming back. 2021, they still were having the issues of that situation, and we couldn't have it in 2021. In 2022, it seemed to be a bit more political, a bit of unrest, as well as the Rona. And because of the 2021 cancellation, ladies and gentlemen, we got back Imola. An Imola Grand Prix. However, Mr. Lando Norris, got on the podium, so I don't mind that. Gee. And check this, once the vaccines were in place, China agreed an extension with Formula One to go until 2025. And just imagine the announcement of Zhou Guanyu joining Formula One for 2022, Chinese Grand Prix in place. It was looking like the feels and the combination of the cinch. But nope, in October 2021, guess what? Cancelled the next year's Chinese Grand Prix. But you see, the thing is, the zero Rona policy that they have in China seems to be damaging the economy there and limiting the country's movement. Now, China had started to slowly open up borders a little bit and, let people in, and, you had to quarantine, however, and take a PCR test and quarantine for 5 days. This would cause issues for the Formula One teams, of course, because there ain't nobody being in China for 5 days. There's another circuit to go to. And so Formula One were monitoring the situation, especially for the 2023 season. And guess what? As much as it was announced that it would be there, due to now also the political unrest, as well as the Rona, they had to cancel yet again. Now check this though, because 2024 and 2025 is all the years they've got left, and there's no guarantee we're going to be having Formula One racing in China, especially in 2024. And look at this, right? If there's 2 years left and we may not even get one of those, maybe even 2 of those, it's only going to damage the contract that China had with Formula One, and it could be possible that Formula One doesn't trust China anymore to hold a Grand Prix. And bear this in mind, with the rising market in Asia and the Middle East, as well as the long-awaited Africa, China's Grand Prix could be in serious jeopardy. Now look, I have my doubts about seeing another Chinese Grand Prix because we have one excuse after another. Sure, could be valid, but it's again one after the other. Can F1 trust China with its cancellations? There's only 2 years left. I mean, for goodness sake, look at Germany, right? We have no German Grand Prix, for goodness sake. This is not beyond the realms of possibility that there'll be no Chinese. But I'm also optimistic because remember the Monaco Grand Prix as well as the Belgium Grand Prix? These were Grand Prix that were on their last legs, but renewed contracts were made. So will there be a Chinese Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen? Will we see one again? I say yes. The economy in China is being hit far too much for there not to be a Formula One Grand Prix there, as well as the fact they should just ease their restrictions. Now look, the cases may be rapid, it may be another level, I don't know anything, I'm not an expert, but my goodness, open! I think China will reverse their policy and rejuvenate the economy, the big boost that can happen in China. The potential is outrageous over there. And bring back the joy of Formula One fans in China and around the world. If you like Formula One content like this, YouTube thinks you'll like this video, or check out my latest video I did about Alex Albon's strongest year being in 2022. What? Take a look.